started inviting you to his house?
We talked on the phone a lot before I went to, well, I can't say a lot. It may have been like 3 weeks. And it may not have been long enough, but maybe it's about 3 weeks. And he invited me to his apartment. And he came to see me a couple of times as well.
What did you like about talking to him on the phone that kind of made you fall deep for him, to make you trust him to want to go to the house? Or did he come to your house first?
I went to his house first. And I was afraid, and I know this may sound dumb, but I took a gun.
No, that's smart. You're smart.
I took a gun because I just was like, he seems nice, but he may be crazy.
That's right.
So I put my 9mm in my purse.
That's right, girl.
And I went over to his house. I didn't stay long. I stayed about maybe 2 hours because he tried to get me to stay. Actually, the night that I met him, he asked me to come. Asked me did I want to come to his apartment, and I told him no. I said, well, no. I said, you can just give me a call, but I was not going to go to his house that night, because, he was a stranger. I had just met him. But so that night that I went, the first night I did go, I was really nervous because I hadn't dated anyone in a while, and so I took my gun with me. And I just really, for some reason, I really felt really secure. I felt really comfortable around him because of, I guess he seemed to be a very enlightened person. He seems to have a lot of knowledge, a lot of spiritual knowledge. He wasn't one of those people that, was a Jesus lover, because I don't go to church, and I'm not real crazy about men who love Jesus more than they love themselves. And he just didn't seem to be that, that type of person. He just seemed to be really spiritually enlightened.
Okay,
and,
so what kind of spiritual things was he talking to you about that impressed you?
Well, this particular, I guess I had this book that he had read, and we discussed it, called The Metanetter.
Yeah, I have the Metanetter.
Yeah, that. So we just, discussed the material within that book. So I'm thinking, I'm young at the time, 28, so I'm thinking that, he may have a little sense, because I didn't just really come across a lot of people like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. And that was something that I had wanted.
So would he have these deep spiritual conversations with you, or he just mentioned excerpts in the book from the Metanetter?
Just excerpts, yeah.
So did he focus any on dealing with the spiritual sex and the breathing?
No, we didn't get there. We didn't get to talk about sex. No.
Oh, so did y'all
the meditation and the chanting, that type of stuff.
Because I think it does mention sex in there, but I'm saying, did you all practice and see so spiritual, any spiritual sex?
We did later, later on in the relationship. We did it later, but not initially, no.
Okay, so at first, what did he tell you, that he was by himself, he was single, looking for someone committed? Is that what you thought, or did he tell you it's just y'all just dating while he's dating other people?
Well, when we initially met, he told me that this is where I messed up, Miss Alexyss. I'm not going to lie.
You're sounding low again. You sounding
I said, this is where I messed up, and I'm not going to lie. When he told me this, I should have ran. But he told me he was going through a divorce.
Okay.
He had his own place. So in my mind, I'm thinking that it was actually like near his end, and that he had no ties. That him and his wife were actually like in the process of it being over. So I got caught up into that because it actually wasn't what it was. They were actually not. They were contemplating divorce. He had moved out, got his own apartment, I found out. And, by the time I found all this out, we were some months into the relationship, and it just seemed like I just could not leave.
But he wasn't still seeing the woman? They were just still married? They were
still married, but he wasn't seeing her. He wasn't seeing her.
Are they still married? Did he get a divorce?
They did get a divorce.
So what did he tell you, that he wanted to pursue a serious relationship with you? Did he want to be one-on-one with you?
He never, this year, he told me that he wanted to see other people.
Okay, so in 2009, but when y'all met 3 years ago, what was he saying? When you started going to the house, you know you liked him, you had a lot of things in common. As a spiritual man having spiritual conversations, and he let you know, I want to be sexual. What did he tell you he wanted? Just a friendship and a sexual relationship, or does he want to date you but not get too serious too fast? Or what did he say to make you want to go ahead and have sex with him?
Well, I guess I was just horny. He really did tell me he wanted a good friend and somebody that, you know, he can get to know. But he didn't ever tell me he wanted to be in a relationship in the beginning.
And he was very nice to you, though?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, so how many times did you go over to the apartment before sex actually took place?
It was about a month later.
So by that time, y'all had dated some more? He spent some more money on you, took you out places, did things with you, took you to dinner, breakfast, what?
He would give me money. He would give me money without me even asking for it, at the beginning of the relationship.
Why? Did he say why?
No, he just did. He just wanted to.
He just said that they just thought you might need some.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that convinced you more that this guy really must care and like me, and it's okay for me to go deeper or to have feelings for him, or that it just turned you on and made you want to really have sex with him, kind of keep him. Yep,
it did.
So when you finally had sex, what was the sex like?
Oh, Lord. You ever heard that song by Drake? Oh, it was the best I ever had.
Yes, I heard R. Kelly, the best sex I ever had.
Yeah, it was the best I ever had.
But what did he do?
I thought I was going to go crazy when we did have sex. I just felt all kind of shit happening to me.
What? What happened? What did he do? What kind of thing did he do that made you feel this way? How did you feel?
I can't remember the things he said to me, but he, I can just remember him talking to me and taking his time with me and, really, caressing me and trying to make me feel comfortable because I guess he knew he was about to lay some pipe down.
Girl, what was he saying when he was talking to you?
He just put it down on me. Just saying, you're so beautiful, things like that. You're so sexy, you're so fine, and I just really, crazy about you. And he actually told me that he thought he loved me, and I should have known, not in a month. You don't love me in a month.
Wait a minute, was this during the sex or after y'all had started having sex?
This was before we started.
Wow, he said he felt like he was falling in love.
He did.
So during the sex, was he talking to you while he was taking your clothes off, or this was foreplay while he rubbing you down? He's telling you he loved you, or telling you sexy and.
Yeah, before the sex, but during the sex, it wasn't much talking.
So, what parts was he was talking, like talking through it, like getting up to the actual sex, like the foreplay, relaxing you, rubbing your body?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
what was it? Get me comfortable because I hadn't had sex. It may have been like 6, 7 months. I mean, not long, but I had it had been for me. That was a while because I liked it, and I always had sex, frequently. So 6 months was a long time for me.
Yes.
And so I guess you could sense I was kind of nervous because I was shaking. I was shaking because I felt it, I had felt on him, before.
Oh, so when you saw the dick, girl, you started shaking?
I started shaking.
Girl, wait a minute, what that man dick look like?
It's big. It's real big. It's huge. It's humongous.
Girl, like how long and how thick?
It's thick. I never measured it, but it's thick. It's real thick and it's real long. So up until right now, I still can't take it.
What? So you could never take your pussy wasn't deep enough to really take all the length?
I can't take it all.